Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you. Not sure if this is set right over. It's weird, man. I don't have my DAW, so I'm kind of struggling here. But we do have the fill light kicked on, so it just balances out the entire scene, makes the lighting a little bit more natural. And thank you for indulging me as we continue to play around with this. It's upgrade my system. All right, we're looking at Jackal today, and but it's more of an overarching price action kind of look. One of the things that I think people instinctively know this, but they have a tendency to ignore it because crypto's so incredibly tribal that these tokens move in clumps, particularly over here in the Cosmos. And I'm going to give you a real simple illustration of it. Now, Jackal's had a real good couple of days. I mean, it's certainly happy, but I'm gonna show you why, and maybe this will maybe shed a little bit of illumination out there. Again, I think people know this deep down, but again, with the my tokens got to win kind of thing, we tend to ignore it. I'm actually showing you Astrovault right here. Astrovault had a real good day because the mighty Bitcoin had a real good day. It seems like the Ethereum ETFs are going to be a go when it does. We're doing the same thing that we did on Bitcoin, man. We're going to buy the rumor, we're going to sell the news, but we'll see how that plays out. But this is one of the largest pairings that Jackal has is right over here on Astrovault. The other really, and I want you to burn that image into your head because it'll make this easier. But it also has a very large pairing with this token over here that we all know and love called Osmosis. And you get to see that those charts are eerily similar. Now, when you plug Jackal into it, you start to see something that you're just, okay, well, there we go. They're all kind of running together because they're going to. Now, the price action on Jackal, 24-hour trading volume, that's decent, but it's really not enough to move the needle. Not seriously. For something Jackal like this to move serious volume, meaning that it's going to move wildly, it's going to need about 10% of that market cap. So you want to see about $3 million worth of trading volume on there to really, I mean, substantially move that number, have that thing blow out. And it's not getting it, but nothing over here is really getting it. The closest would probably be Osmosis, but that's just because they're trading so many damn tokens on there. Of course, it's going to have a lot of action, but that action's going to be up and down. It is more or less just kind of riding Bitcoin like everything else is out here right now, and we're going to have to wait for the blowback of this to settle down. Now, I still consider Jackal wildly undervalued. When you actually look at the metrics of what Jackal can do versus what effectively every competitor, Thunder, we're gonna have an interesting day here. If you look at what Jackal can do versus what effectively every single competitor could do, they're not even the same sport anymore. Now, the other ones, your Arweave, your Filecoin, they're good at what they do, but they only do one thing well, and that's effectively Arctic storage. Their retrieval sucks. And data retrieval is what it's about. If you want to actually maintain any kind of active database, active data set, you need to be able to get the data back. And Jackal is effectively the only one that can do that. So when I see it still hovering here at 40 cents, it absolutely boggles me. Now, a lot of the arguments are, well, they don't have a central exchange listing, and that could be true, but that is more or less for visibility so that they can, get the word out. This is Jackal. This is what we are. This is what we do. And they do not have a central exchange listing. But these things are not free. You guys understand that central exchanges are offering a service and you have to pay for that service. So they're going to have to weigh the pros and cons of this. Is it in our interest to spend the $250,000 to get our token listed out on a minor league central exchange? Are we going to get an ROI on that? And if there's one thing that Jackal is incredibly good at, it is spending money wisely. They are not just willy-nilly throwing it out there, just not throwing it at the wall and seeing what sticks. They're actually making good decisions, and that is going to lead to long-term organic growth because they still have they're not running broke. They actually have capital in reserve. They're just using it and spending it wisely. They are also very well aware of incomes versus expenditures, almost like a business. It's weird. It is very, very weird. So while I appreciate everything that I'm seeing out in the unofficial price channels, you guys got to look big picture on this stuff because this is how it is for these tokens. Now, would it have been in Jackal's interest to just stand up their own exchange where they could trade Jackal directly, pair it with USDC so that they don't have these wild volatility swings? Sure, it from a token standpoint it would have, because they wouldn't have had to eat the Osmo downturn, but they didn't, and we're past that now. So now we have to deal with the reality as it's presented in front of us. Again, I still consider it just wildly, wildly undervalued. I'm not telling you to buy it. I don't care if you buy it. The best news about Jackal is that they're still pushing heavy into enterprise, and when they're pushing heavy into enterprise, it doesn't matter if you own the token or if you don't own the token, because they're going to be generating revenue on usage. And I understand that is just a foreign concept out here, generating value, organic value through usage. I know that's not really crypto, but it really, really is. So anyway, that's it. I just wanted to put that thought out there. I'll put this one up on the Twitter and the YouTube, and we'll see if we can get some price action or view action on it. Price action. Um, I've we found out that our videos, the educational videos, do the absolute worst. Nobody cares. The price action videos, they're kind of in the middle, and the FUD videos do the best, because I think people are starting to become aware of really what's going on out here, and they just want some confirmation bias their way. And hey, that's what we're here for. So anyway, questions or comments, Scott at thepodcast.com. I answer any and all. And until next time, please stay safe. Please be smart with your money. Cheers, guys.